Thanks for joining me. Here we are again, Math Practice with Mrs. Smith. How could life get any better? I'm glad you asked, because you are about to find out.
Aw, you said Ziggy was coming.
Not today, Chachi. But do you know what's even better than taking Ziggy camping?
Taking all of my baby animal friends camping?
Nope, that would be so boring. Taking fractions camping.
Aw, you cannot be serious.
I know, it will be serious fun. And we're not talking about just regular old fractions either. We're talking about mixed numbers. We're going to learn how to add and subtract mixed numbers. To add or subtract mixed numbers, you just first add or subtract the fractions, and then add or subtract the whole numbers. In this case, we're adding. So we're going to add 1/4 plus 2 more fourths would be 3/4. And then we add the whole numbers. 2 plus 3. That's 5. 2 and 1/4 plus 3 and 2/4 is 5 and 3/4. You want some more?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here's some more fractions.
Wait, no, I don't.
Sometimes when you're adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers, you have denominators that aren't alike. Like in this case, you have eighths and fourths. That means you need to find a common denominator. If you're not sure how to find common denominators, you can check out my other video on how to find common denominators. We need to find equivalent fractions for these fractions so that they can have the same denominator, or a common denominator. So we have to think about what numbers, 8 and 4, we go into. I know in this case, 4 and 8 both go into 8. So I'm going to use 8 as my common denominator. That way the 3/8 I can just leave alone because it's already eighths. I just need to make an equivalent fraction for the 2/4. I'm going to change 2/4 into 4/8. Now they have the common denominator, and I can just add the fractions. 3/8 plus 4/8, that's 7/8, and add the whole numbers. 2 plus 5 is 7. 2 and 3/8 plus 5 and 2/4 is 7 and 7/8. And when you're subtracting, it's the same process. If you have common denominators, like these do, then you can just subtract the fractions. 5/8 minus 2/8 is 3/8, and subtract the whole numbers. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 and 5/8 minus 2 and 2/8 equals 3 and 3/8. Now to find the difference between these two mixed numbers, we're going to have to find a common denominator because they don't have one yet. To find a common denominator, we can make a list of the multiples of 6 and the multiples of 4. The multiples of 6 are 6. Let's see. 6 will go into 12. 6 will go into 18. I usually just make a short list at first. 6 will go into 24. And I'm gonna hop down and do the same thing with the 4. What numbers does 4 go into? So 4 can go into 4. We're really just listing the multiples of 4. 4 can go into 8. 4 can go into 12. And as soon as you see one they have in common, that's what we can use for our common denominator. In this case, we're going to change them both over to 12. So 6 times 2 is 12. If we make the bottom twice as big, the denominator twice as big, and we make the numerator twice as big. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 6 is equal to 10 twelfths. Now we're going to change fourths into twelfths, so that means it's 3 times bigger. So we'll make the numerator 3 times bigger. 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have common denominators, they're both twelfths. So we'll just subtract the fractions. 10 twelfths minus 6 twelfths is 4 twelfths. And then we're going to subtract the whole numbers, just like before. 5 minus 2 is 3. So 5 and 5/6 minus 2 and 2/4 is 3 and 4/12. And yes, we can simplify that. We'll save that for another time. Oh yeah, let's keep the excitement going with this one. Get out a piece of paper. What's the difference between these two mixed numbers? Pretty impressive if you got 3 and 3/6, and super impressive if you knew that that would simplify to 3 and 1/2. Let's try this one too. What's the sum of these two mixed numbers? And you can see they don't have common denominators, so I'm just going to give you a hint. Let's use 8 for a common denominator. Add them up, see what you get. So when you changed 1/4 over to 8ths, did you get this? And the other one, we don't need to change because it already is 8. And after that, you add the fractions. 2/8 plus 2/8, that's 4/8. 12 plus 9 is 21. 12 and 1/4 plus 9 and 2/8 is 21 and 4/8. And bonus points if you caught on that 21 and 4/8 is the same thing as 21 and 1/2. Well, that closes the book on this camping trip with fractions. Don't forget to check out my other fraction videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Wow, that was exciting. I think I could have done better.